Hello. 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 Hi. Hello. 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 Hi, guys. I'm going to start today. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Hey, thanks for being here. Welcome. 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 Thank you for being here. Please feel free to comment, to comment and share. Hello. I'm just typing something. Oh, what am I doing? Hello. So, okay, I'm gonna start. So today, what are we gonna talk about? We're gonna talk about don't be like people spending most of their life pursuing money and good career only to realize that they were pursuing the wrong thing. Don't be like that. Don't be like that person. So I'm gonna be challenging people this week and probably next week too. Like, hello there, how you doing? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. So this is what I'm going to be talking about. Don't you spending time pursuing. There are a lot of people in this category that are spending so much time. Some of them want to become a lawyer. Some of them want to become a doctor. They are doing everything in their power to become a lawyer or doctor. Is this sound okay? Is this sound okay? Can somebody tell me if the sound is okay? Just say yes, no, because I have my air conditioner running. Hopefully, it's not too loud. It's kind of muffling the sound. Just somebody type, say the sound is okay or not. I can turn it off so I can keep going. No, nobody's gonna type. Good morning. Hello, my brother. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So, okay, I can leave it on because I'm hopefully it's not disturbing anyone. Okay, so this is what I'm going to talk about. A lot of people want to become a nurse or a lawyer or a doctor. They are spending so much energy becoming a lawyer, becoming a doctor, only to realize at the end of spending 7 years, 10 years, 5 years, whatever years you're going to spend to become a lawyer or doctor, just to realize, oh my God, I'm in the wrong career. I have spent all this realizing that they have done wrong. Like people are not actually thinking first before getting into a career. Say, hey, does this is this the purpose why I was created for? Am I going to enjoy this career for the rest of my life? But people are just going, I want to have a good career. I want to have a good job. Not realizing, is that career going to bring you happiness? Is that career going to bring peace to you? Is that career going to worth it at the end after spending so much years? But people don't actually think about that. People just wants to go there. People just wants to become a lawyer because it's the popular thing, or because their mom or parents said you have to become a lawyer, you have to become a doctor, you have to become a scientist, or whatever it might be. Not realizing that they don't have their happiness is not in that career, only for them to spend so many years and getting that education and end up becoming miserable somebody. A lot of people struggle to have the best job, but they are never fulfilled in it. It is very, very sad. And you wonder sometimes, you might have a manager, you might have a boss that you think that he have everything, but yet that boss is not happy at all. Why is that boss not happy? Because that's not his purpose. That is not why God created him for that job. So now he's just going there because of the money, not because he loves it, not because he's passionate about it, just because at the money that the paycheck he's having at the end of the day. And you go home not being happy, and he will take all his anger home to his wife or children and pull it on them because they are not happy where they are. People are not spending the time to think. Spend the time to invest in yourself. Said, hey, I'm going to be investing these 5 years. Let me think, is something that I really love? Is it something that I'm really passionate about? Instead of you spending the years and then realize that, my God, I wasted all these years and I don't like this job. People need to think deeply. Think deeply about your purpose. Do not just do things because society expected you to do it. People are so shallow-minded. I'm not offending anybody, but we are something so shallow-minded and shallow thinking that we don't think about these things. They don't think about the action they are taking. People don't analyze whether being a doctor or being a lawyer or being a nurse is the most important things that they needed in their life. People don't think, is that the most important thing in your life? You need to do the most important thing in your life in order for you to be more fulfilled, in order for you to be more satisfied with your life. You need to do the thing that you really love, that you will spend hours and hours doing it, and you will not even realize that the time is going by. But people don't. Some people, you can tell from people that they're just there for the money, because when they get to work, as soon as they clock in, they're counting down the time. Oh, how many more hours do I have to? And they'll be sitting down and not doing nothing. But people that are into it, they'll be working from the minutes they get in there till the end of the day that they clock out. Those are people, sometimes you will tell that they are passionate about what they're doing. They will do everything. They will not be sad. They will not be complaining. They will not be nagging. But anybody that is nagging and complaining all the time and finding faults, and that person is just there for the money. Find something that you are passionate about, something that you love to do, that is part of your calling that God designed you for. Don't spend your whole life pursuing career only at the end of your retirement, and then it's like, oh my God, I wish I could have done this. I wish I could have been this. I wish I've done that. Only in your retirement that you realize and say, my God, I wasted all my years doing this thing, but I love doing this thing. I always wanted to do this. Why don't you start now by doing that thing that you love to do, that you want to do? Don't wait. Don't waste that time and wait and realize when it's too late for you. When you're in your deathbed and now you're realizing, oh my God, why didn't I do this? Do it now that you're young, now that you are capable of doing these things. Don't spend years and years doing the wrong thing and you're not satisfied in life. You want to live into your full potential in life. People need to avoid shallow thinking and become deep. You need to think deep in everything that you think deep. If somebody tells you something, think deep about it. Not the shallowly thinking, oh yeah, everybody's doing it. No, why is everybody's doing it? Can it be better? Can it be improved? But nobody wants to think about it. The other thing I want to mention, I really want to talk about today. A lot of people, like, I'm not bashing people that are married. Like, I was married once, yes. I have kids, yes. But a lot of people are in Africa, majority, not so much in Canada, American, and all of these places, but more in Africa. People think that getting married, having children, and having family is the greatest success in life that anybody can accomplish. But reality thinking, it's not. Those things are all good. Getting married is good. Having kids is good. But it's not the most grateful thing in life. Because every woman in Africa, all they think about, I want to have kids. I want to get married. Their family will push you into, and if you get into a certain age and they start thinking, oh, why are you not married? Why are you still single? Why are you not, your time is passing by? You didn't have kids and stuff. And they're pushing people into the wrong relationship because people are not realizing on themselves or finding the time to get to know their partner, or they're getting married. But your family is rushing you, but you are the one living your life. You're not supposed to be thinking about, oh, my friends, all my friends are getting married, all my friends are having kids. What's wrong with me? And now you're rushing and you end up into the wrong relationship. And who are you going to blame? Oh, you're going to start blaming somebody, but you need to blame yourself. You are the one rushing because you're feeling this pressure that I have to marry or I have to have a kid. And like for me, I was a victim of that. Like, I think that everybody, oh, why don't you have why not? But now I don't even think about it anymore. Because it's not true. I rush into getting married. I rush into having kids, but I was in there not even happy. So what was the rush? I was more happier than when I was outside of the relationship than into the relationship. Like, a lot of people are in miserable relationship just because they want to satisfy their mom, their dad, or whoever it might be, or society. Parents, you need to stop rushing your kids into getting married. Married, children, and family sounds good, but society only allow it to think that marriage, family is all about life. This is like a egocentric thinking. It's like a childish thinking. You can still be single and be happy. You don't have to force into having children just to have a miserable life. This is another way that Satan uses to numb people. Yesterday I was talking about ways that society is numbing. That is, and then you get now, all you think about, I have to provide for my kids. All you think about your kids now. You are not ready for the relationship. You are not ready to have a child. You are not ready to marry. Now you are in it. Now you're struggling. Now there's fighting between you and your spouse because there was no readiness in it. People, you need to prepare. People need to prepare to get into these things. People might think that they will be satisfied once they have a family, once they're married, once they're in a relationship, they will be satisfied. But not true. It's not true. If you're not ready for it and you get into the relationship, you will not be satisfied. The other thing too, I want to mention, many politicians, leaders, businessmen, doctor are only thinking about themselves and their family. Because when you get in there, you want to marry, you have your kids, what are they thinking about? The politicians, they're thinking about their family. How am I going to satisfy? How am I going to provide for my family? The businessman is going to think the same. The doctor is going to think the same. You think they're going to be thinking about you? No, they're not going to be thinking about you. All they think about themselves and their family. Doctor will prescribe highly addictive substance to you, not because he cares about you. He's making money for his family. Also, you might think that politicians, they care about you. They tell you all this. Oh, once you elected me, I'm gonna be doing this. I'm gonna doing that. I'm gonna doing all these things for you people. Only to realize that they're only there to steal from them, the government, to satisfy their family. This is true. They're not going to be caring about you anymore. You elected them. They don't care about you. You elected me. You're a loser. Hey, I'm here to make sure I provide for my family. Egocentric thinking. The businessmen, they do the same thing too. You think that they care about you? They don't really care about you. But people need to care about people. They need to care, but they don't. It is the sad part of it. They said they care, but they don't. Businessmen, they will sell you crappy things. Why are they selling you crappy things? So that they can provide for their family. So that is how the devil is. Satan is trying to numb people. It's like, oh, don't care about them. Don't sell good things to them. Just sell crappy stuff to them. And then the doctor won't care about your health, what is going to affect you in the future. They're going to prescribe medication for you. Oh, because they are getting some kind of discount from this pharmaceutical company. You think that they care about you? Oh yeah, the doctor care about me. He prescribed this medication for me. It's going to help me. But you don't know what side effect that medication is going to do to you. The politician don't care. Seriously. Most of them don't care. There are a few of them that they do care, but majority of them don't care. They steal from you. The money that the government they receive for their department. What did they do? What are they thinking first? You think they're thinking about the citizen? No, they are not thinking about the citizen. What are they thinking about? Family first. I'm not saying that they're not supposed to think about their family, but if you are elected into a position, you need to fulfill that duty that you were elected for. That money that your salary, you can take it and provide for your family, but don't take from the money that is meant for the government only to satisfy your family. That is wrong. That's what makes it wrong. You can invest your money, you can do whatever with your money, but the money that is meant for the country, the money that is meant for your department, make sure it's used appropriately for that use only, not for your selfish reasons. Being numb is the reality of life. Everything they're trying, even in the churches, they're numbing you for you not to think, for you not to use your brain, for you not to think at all. That is what the society is doing. And you wonder why there is increase in poverty in Africa, in the world. Like poverty is everywhere. The majority place that is more, you can see it more is in Africa. But in Canada, there is poverty. In America, there is poverty. But it's not so common. But Africa, everybody is poor there. There is increase in poverty. There's increase in diseases. Hunger in the world. Why? Because everybody is thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about the next man. Say, hey, what can benefit all of us? What can benefit the whole world? No, what can benefit me and what can benefit my family? Today, you wonder in the world, the birth rate is in the developed country is more in the developing countries are 6 times more than the developed country. In Africa, there's nothing to do. Everybody's just giving birth. They're just having kids here, having kids there, having kids there, and then they can't even take care of the kids, but they keep having kids. You can't even take care of the two kids that you have. Now you're having another one because of shallow-minded thinking. In the Western world, there are a few people that have a lot of kids, but here only people will have 1 kid, 2 kids. That's it. It's enough. For Africa, you have 6 kids, 7 kids, 8 kids, 10 kids. You keep having kids and you can't take care of the kids. Why are you bringing those kids in the world for them to suffer? Because people are not thinking. They're not using their common sense. And today, like I already talked about this, but younger kids, they're not even developed. Their brain is, their frontal lobe is not even, when you're 25 years old or over 25 years old, that's when your frontal lobe is fully developed and you're able to make informed decisions. But you can't be forcing a 16-year-old, 13 years old to get married. They're not even thinking yet. They're not even fully developed. Their brain is not fully developed. And you're asking a man at the age of 20 to go get married when they're not even fully developed. They cannot even make informed decisions. This is what is destroying Africa, because people are in a longer age. They're making them to do an informed decision that is going to destroy them in the future. People thinking that marriage is all about it. That's a successful. I'm married. I have a husband. I have a children. Oh, I've done well. God is going to be proud of me. No, God is not going to be proud of you, because that's not the only thing that God created you and put you here on earth for. God put you here on earth to do more than just having kids and providing for your family. But you need to care for your next door neighbor. You need to love people. You need to care about people. But today, nobody cares about nobody, only about themselves, and everybody is thinking egocentric ways. Nobody wants to think and realize, am I ready for this relationship? Am I ready to have this child? Can I provide for this child that I'm going to bring into this world? Am I really in love with this woman? Am I going to be there through thick and thin for this woman or for this man? Is this man all it? Is it my everything? Like Sarah and Sarah was calling his husband Lord. Why was he calling? Because the husband was everything to her. And the husband too, Sarah was everything to him. You need to think about these things. But people don't stop and think to think common sense. It does not exist in African mentality. Common sense does not. And when you try to tell them, oh, you judging me? Oh, why you live your life? You mind your own business? But people, I'm just trying to help. But people will come and want to cut your throat or want to punch you in the head, or I don't know. But you just telling them, hey, think for a minute. But nobody wants to think. We need to start thinking. And you know why Africa is the way Africa is? Because nobody wants to think. Everybody is letting one person think for them. Why do you have your brain? Why do you have your 5 senses? Why did God give it to you? It's for you to use it, but now people don't want to use it. They go to church and they let the man of God think for them. They don't even think for themselves. Oh, the man of God said so. Ha! Is the man of God living your life, or you are the one living your own life? And then when things go wrong, and then you want to blame the man of God, is the man of God's fault? No, it's not the man of God's fault. It's your fault, because you have your brain. You have your 5 senses that God gave you. Use it for once. Africa is poor with all the resources, with everything that God has blessed us with. But still, the presidents are going outside the world. They're going outside to other continents begging for help. Why can't they use their brain? How they can develop the country? How they can make resources make good use of the resources that we have in the country? Sell them out. But yet the white people are coming to our country, taking our resources, making good use of it. And yet we are there. We have our resources. We cannot make good use of it. And we're blaming God. Oh, God has cursed us. No, God have not cursed you. You're just not thinking. You're just not using your brain to think. Oh, I'm poor. Why are you poor? What are you doing to get out of that poverty? You're not doing nothing. And you're blaming God. God made me poor. No, God never made anybody poor. God has blessed us with a lot of resources. It's how you invest your time. How you invest your time during the day. That's what your result is going to be. People give back to, oh, they believe in God. God is going to provide for the kid. No, you need to think first. Am I going to be able to take care of this kid that I'm bringing into this world? Am I ready for this kid? Before you go in and having sex all over the place, think first. If just in case I get pregnant, am I going to be responsible for this child? Am I going to take care of this child? But don't think that I'm just having pleasure. I'm having fun. Oh, it's so good. Oh, so good. Boom. Child appeared. Now, some men, they just leave it to the mom. You take it. You wanted it. You take care of the child. Hey, you are not having fun too? You are having fun with me. And now we'll make this beautiful child. And now you want only me to take care of this child? What about you? It's your seed. And he said, if you cannot take care of your seed, you are not a man enough. Only men that can take care of their seed, they are man enough. And people will not realize that, oh, I've made one mistake. I've had a child with this woman. They will go and repeat it again to another woman again. Shallow-minded, not thinking, and they keep leaving the child, and they just keep doing their own thing, and the other woman is suffering and taking care of this child. Why is not only the woman's responsibility? The lack of thinking and the lack of education and the lack of knowledge of this is what is doing to people. Lack. It says in the Bible, the people perish of lack of knowledge. Don't be making decisions in your life when your frontal lobe is not highly developed. When you're 25 years old, that is when your frontal lobe is highly even though some people are 40 years today, there's still the frontal lobe is not developed. It's very sad. It's just because they are lazy to think. Nobody wants to think hard. Nobody wants to work hard. Everybody wants quick fix, quick solution, quick miracle. Please, people, don't be sleeping through your life, because some people, they think they're awake, their eyes are open, but they are sleeping through life. They're running their errands, they're doing everything automatically without instincts, without reflecting on anything. They don't reflect. Sometimes you need a quiet place. Just sit down and think about your life. Say, my God, how is my life? How am I living my life? Where am I going? Where am I going to end up in life? But people don't think. They just do it, my life is good. My life is good. But are you reflecting on your life? Said, okay, have you sitting down and making plan, making a short-term goal, a long-term goal in your life, saying that this is what I want to accomplish in the next 5 years. This is the one I want to accomplish in the next 10 years. And now you work towards it. And you have to go and evaluate the way you live in your life. You need to evaluate your life. Say, how is my life working? Am I doing the things that I'm not supposed to be doing here on earth? Am I doing the things that God created me for? Am I making God proud? Or am I just a failure to God or to humanity? People don't take the time to think. Are you a failure? Or are you a winner? Or are you doing God proud? What are you? You need to think at all time. Every decision that you're making in life, you need to think about it. Think about the pros, the cons, and how it's going to affect you in the long run. How it's going to affect your future. How it's going to affect people around you. How is it going to affect you? You need to think all about that before you come to conclusion. Not just think, I feel good. It feels good for me. I don't care if it hurts somebody. I don't care if it offended anybody else. I don't care if it destroyed my life in the future. As long as I feel good right now, that's all matter. That is the wrong thinking. That is shallow-minded thinking. You need to think before you make any informed decision in your life. Consciously alive. Don't live your life like an animal, because there are a lot of people. I'm not trying to offend anybody by using this word, but a lot of people are living their life like animal. They're not thinking at all. They're just existing like animal. But you need to be alive as a human. A human being is only alive when he's awake and he's thinking. If you're not thinking, you are not alive. Even though you are walking, your eyes is open, you are not. God created 24 hours for a reason. We have 8 hours of active hours in our day that you need to be 8 hours. You need to be active. Out of the 24 hours, you sleep 8 hours. Some people don't even sleep 8 hours. They party and do things that is not going to even benefit their life in 24 hours. So 8 hours sleep, you have 16 hours. Out of that 16 hours, you have 8 hours in spending, running around and doing things to survive. And the other 8 hours, you need to do something to add value into your life. Be conscious and awake in every decision that you make. Everything that you do, you need to be conscious about it. Average human being is only actively alive for only few hours a day. Only few hours. 8 hours. Make a good use of it. Yeah, you work 8-hour shift. Work and be productive there while you're working on your 8 hours. That's why it's very important you do something that you're passionate about, something that is you're passionate and it's your purpose that you are living for. So that 8 hours, you invest that 8 hours doing that purpose, and then another 8 hours you sleep, another 8 hours you do something to add value by reading, by listening to educational videos or teachings or stuff like that. But when you're in the internet, when you're in Facebook, make sure you're not just there just for foolishness, but use it because there are a lot of things on Facebook that can benefit you, that can benefit you. Make sure you go for those things that are going to benefit you on Facebook. Not go there and gossiping or tearing people down or something. I don't know. But make sure that you do something that is going to benefit you while you're on the social media. Make sure that you are empowering somebody. Make sure that you are empowering somebody, that you're educating somebody, that you putting values to somebody's life while you're on Facebook. And add value to yourself too. There are a lot of good teachings out there. Don't be going there for comedy or going looking at women or going and chatting with women or I don't know, because some men are on Facebook. They're not there to empower themselves or add value to themselves. They're just there to chase women, sending women message, calling women, and doing all sorts of things that's not going to benefit them in the future. Don't sleep your way of life. Don't not sleep your way of life. Let me just round it up. There was something I wanted to say that is very important. I know it's after an hour, half an hour, but let me just finish this. There is something, I'm just going to look at my note. There was something that I wanted to say that was really important. Okay. There are also, I just want to talk about religion a little bit. Religion is teaching people to live, to get things just out of thin air. They are not making people to think, to involve them to think. They think for you. The pastor think for you. You don't think for yourself. Think that it's going to benefit your life. You don't think about it. You let the pastor make all the decision in your house that you are living. People are depending on miracle. That is what the church is preaching us today. Everybody is depending on miracle. People are not thinking for a minute. They want miracle, everything miracle. Oh God, yes, our God is a miracle God, but He just doesn't create miracle just like that. Like, okay, you're just going to sit down and do nothing with your life and then you expect miracle from it. No, God, the only way God will do miracle after you have exhausted everything, every power that you have in you. After you exhausted all the resources that's around you and God has seen that you have put in work, that is the only time God is going to create miracle for you. Because God has seen that you've worked and you have put all your energy in everything. You have exhausted everything. There is nothing else you can do. And God will create a miracle. But God will not create a miracle by you being lazy, sitting down on your couch or going to church and praying. Because that is another thing too. A lot of people pray. They pray to God. God, help me. God, I need help. God, I need a job. But they don't do nothing. You have prayed. Now you need to do some action. You need to go and send your resume. You need to fill out your resume, drop them off because you've prayed. The job is not gonna just appear like that. You need to go and work so that the miracle can happen. But if you're gonna sit down in the church and pray, God, I need a job. God, I need a job, and you're not putting out resume and you're not talking to people, how can you have the job? But some people want food. God, I'm hungry. I want to eat. They want God just to appear food in front of you to eat. It's not happening. But you working and going, God knows you're hungry. You already told God that you're hungry. Now you need to go do some work and God will provide you your food. But you cannot just sit down and you're asking and not do anything. Because today, a lot of pastors, like, now I'm bashing anybody, but this is the reality. A lot of pastors are praying for the economic in the country of Africa. Oh, we want Africa to change. Oh, we want Africa to develop. But nobody is doing nothing about it. They have prayed. What did God tell you while you were praying? Nobody wants to listen to God. After you've prayed, you need to God. What is God telling you? Now you have to go do it in action. That's how the Africa is going to be a better continent. But they pray, Africa, they love to pray, they love to go to church, but yet there is no results. There is no fruitful things that is happening in all the prayers they are doing in the churches. There is no fruitful to show off the prayer. Say, this is the evidence of the prayer that we did. The 21 days fasting we pray, the 60 days fasting we did. These are the evidence of the fasting. No evidence, just pray and pray. Some pastor will go, every year is the same thing. They will say, this year is your year. This year is your year for your breakthrough. Everything, you're going to be rich. You're going to become millionaire. And they go home and they sit. They don't do nothing. How are you going to become millionaire? By sitting down and doing nothing? You need to work to become a millionaire. You need to put your work in action. But if you're just gonna sit there, and then guess what? And then that's where stealing comes. And then because the pastor said, oh, somebody's gonna be a millionaire, and now you go to work, they give you money that you're supposed to use for the country, for the betterment of the country, for the society. Now you say, oh, my pastor said it. This year is gonna be my year. Now you're stealing from the government. You are stealing from the economic. That is not a miracle. You stealing? God does not allow you to steal, or people are stealing. He said, "It's my pastor said it that this year is gonna be a year." Is it your money? They give you that money for the economic, for you to develop the country, for the educational system, to build new school, to build the road, to give electricity. And now the money that you're supposed to invest in the electricity or to pay the staff, now you're taking it for yourself. He said, my pastor said it. My pastor has said it. He prophesied it. And look at it. Look at the fruit. Is it your money? Did they put your name on it, said it's this money belongs to you? Or did they say go and invest it in the economic? Or go invest it in your department? Go and pay your staff. Now you are taking from the staff. Now that your staff that is working for you have family that you need to care for. Now you're depriving those families to satisfy yourself and your family, and you at the expense of other people. How is that from God? Will God do such thing like that? God will never do thing like that. God does not deprive anybody. God wants everybody to be blessed. Everybody needs to be blessed. God will never deprive somebody for your own benefit. He wants equally. All of us have to be equally shared. My God, shallow-minded thinking. That's it. Even with the education that they have, they will be, oh yeah, God has said it. My pastor said it. Think for a minute. Use your brain for thinking. No. Yes, my pastor said it. But how can you become a millionaire? By your salary, your own money that you are making. You can invest it. You can do something with your money, and you can become billionaire that way, not taking from other people and enriching yourself. God has put in each and every one of us potential. He has put in things in us, talent in us that can benefit the society, but yet people are not using it. Men need to think. It's even in the Bible. I'm going to read. In Genesis chapter 2, verse 7 says, and the Lord God formed man of dust and of the ground and breathed into the nostril of this man to give him life. We are a living soul. If you are not producing in your life, you are not affecting your society, your community, you are a dead person. If people don't realize that you are in that community and you're just living there and they don't know that you exist, that you're not bringing values into your community, you're just a dead person walking. You are a living soul. I am a living soul. People need to recognize that you are somewhere. But some people, they are at work. Nobody will know that they even existed there. Make sure they know. Bring value. Make people miss you when you're not at work. Make sure when you are gone somewhere that you're not existing anymore, people will call you, say, we miss you. Let the people miss you. Not that I thank God this person is not here. Men need to live. You need to live. When you are a child, yes, you don't have a life, you don't live. But when you grow up, Now you're supposed to live, because when your baby, your senses might not all up there. But now you're grown up woman, you're grown up man, your senses are all fully developed. Once you're 25 years and above, it's fully developed. You need to be doing something in the society that is loving people, bringing justice to wherever you go, being sincere, being righteous everywhere you go. But people are just walking and sleeping their life away. Numb. How are they numbing us? By medication. People are being numbed by medication. People are being numbed by alcohol. Everything just to numb your life, just to make you. Church also numbing you by making you not to think. And when you try to think, or when you try to challenge your pastor, they say, touch not my anointing and do my prophet no harm. That's just to numb your brain so that you don't think. So whatever they're saying, yes, he's the man of God. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Whatever you say, you are the only one that hear from God. But God, when when God is speaking to all of us, and God loves us all the same way, equally, and now they're numbing you and putting fear into you. If you touch my anointing, and something bad will happen to you. So now they put fear in you. Now you're captivated by fear. Now you can't think anymore. You're numb. So when the pastor said, go and kill your wife, you go and kill your wife. Go and kill your child, you kill. Oh, your child is evil. I don't know. Oh, Lord, help us. Lord, have mercy. The pastor tell you to do anything, you don't even think, or think for a minute, say, that the pastor is saying, how rational, how does it have to do with my life? How does it affect these people? They don't think, yeah, pastor said it. Okay, pastor, I'll go do it. Pastor is the only. Why don't you try to learn to listen to God yourself? Because God speaks to everybody. If you're open for God to speak to you, He will speak to you too. It's not only that was in the olden days that there was only specific people that God only speak to. But now Jesus Christ have come. He was crucified. He was nailed on the cross for me and for you, so that we all can have equal access to Him. He's not only favoring few people. Oh, I favor these people. I don't favor you. I favor only the man of God. I don't favor you. We are all His children. Which father will want to be mean to their children? Nobody. No father on earth wants to be mean to their child. A father that thinks so, not the shallow-minded ones that don't care about their own seed, that they will not care for their children, or the ones that develop, that they think they have common sense. They will never want to hurt their child. There is no woman or man that will want to hurt their child. So why would God created us and He wants to harm us? No, He will never want to harm us. So don't leave your life slipping away. Make sure that you spend your time in pursuing things that is going to benefit you in the future, and things that you were created for. Not only things that feels good or satisfy other people, but that you're going to be fulfill yourself. And then when you die, when you go to heaven, and God is going to be proud of you, said, well done, my child. No, it's like, get away from me, I don't know you. But it's like, welcome. He will be welcoming you with an open arm, that He's going to be so proud of you. Do the things that is going to be so proud of you. There are so many things you need to have a personal relationship with God. That is how you can unlock those things in your life. Unlock them by having a relationship. If you don't have a relationship, how can God communicate with you? How can God tell you the things that you need to do in life? Because He gives you wisdom every day. You ask for wisdom, He will give it to you. So that is all I have for you guys today. I already went past, but not too bad. Finish it. I'm going to carry on again tomorrow. If you want to have for me to challenge you in somehow in your thinking And you can challenge me too. Send a question, comments, whatever. We can discuss this. Challenge me because I love challenges. I love when people challenge my thinking because that is good for you when people challenge your thinking. It's very good for your brain. Makes your brain healthy. Makes that your life, your thinking. So I like people challenge me and ask me questions. It got me thinking. It got you thinking, and we can come to a solution. And God be our help. God will give us more wisdom in solving the problem in the world. But we can solve all the problem in the world. Believe me, guarantee we can. But nobody wants to. Everybody's being lazy, sleeping their life away, and blaming everybody else. They're not taking their own responsibility. Say, hey, I have a part to play in developing this country. So that's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully that you guys enjoyed this moment with me. And thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to come and listen to me. Hopefully I'm making sense to people. Hopefully I'm helping people to start thinking about their life, how they're living their life. I'm just here to bring solution to help people think. Like I was delivered from my shallow thinking and for me not thinking, for me sleeping my life away, my not thinking. But now I am awake and alive, and I want everybody else that's around me to be awake and thinking as me. So that's all I have for you guys today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. God bless you guys. I love you guys, and peace.